Hello everybody. This is Sybil. Welcome to my channel. I am here to share with you some online orders. One order in particular I'm excited to share with you because I purchased some beautiful things from a fellow crafter on Instagram. And I reached out to her and I said, do you sell these? She makes all different types of projects, and I said, would you sell these? And she said, yes. So I ordered a couple of them, and I'm excited to share those with you. Before I get into anything, I do want to say that please excuse any fumbles and foibles and missteps during my video, because I did not get much sleep last night, and I was tired. I went to bed early and I laid down, and my brain just turned on like it was early morning. So yeah, I'm just I don't function real great on just a couple of hours of sleep. I remember looking at the clock, it was almost 3 and I was still wide awake last night. So, and I'm an early riser, so yeah. Also, I did want to share with you as well, this is going to be a longer video because a lot of online orders came in while my husband was here. And since he left on the 7th. He was here for 10 days. And we had some wonderful time together. And we did a couple of, to me, wonderful things that I want to share with you. So I'm just going to give you also an update on my personal life too. So let me share with you first some of these online orders. So I hope that if you enjoyed this video, you'll please give it a thumbs up so that my video will get out there. And, you know, I have people that are subscribed and they say they never see my videos, you know, or very rarely will they even get a notification. So if you give me a thumbs up, I appreciate it. All right, I've shared in previous videos that I love the Creative Scrapbooker magazine, and I had bought a few issues previously on Etsy, so I did that again. I picked up last year's winter issue, and it is such a beautiful, beautiful magazine. It's nice and thick, and it's not filled with loads of ads, rather, like a lot of scrapbooking magazines are. Rather, it's filled with scrapbook layouts, and so people get to, and then tutorials. There's also, I was going to say first, people get to send in their projects, and they can, if they're picked, they can have them displayed in the magazine, you know. And they also do in the magazine what's called soul art. So it's really beautiful. It's based on the Bible and incorporating scriptures and in your crafty endeavors. So I love that. So that was the winter. This one is fall 2025. So I went ahead and I subscribed to the magazine because, like I said, it is just beautiful. And here's the soul art: refuge, shadow of his wings. It's just so wonderful. I love that they have a faith-based part of the magazine dedicated to scriptures and, you know, sharing your faith creatively. I love that. Okay, real quick before I go any further, so I placed an order with Lisa Cardmaker on Instagram, and she shared these beautiful pumpkins that she had knit or crocheted. I'm not sure which one, but they're beautiful. And so I reached out to her and I was like, Lisa, I would love to purchase these from you if you sell these. And she did. But she makes so many beautiful things. Here's a card that she made, and she wrote me a sweet note in there. It says, wishing you a beautiful day. So she's a card maker. And look at this pumpkin pick. Is this not adorable? See this? Is that not adorable? So I have a couple. I've already decorated my house for autumn. I did that this week, just a couple of days ago. I took down all my spring and summer decor and put up my beautiful autumn decor. And so I have a couple of floral arrangements, autumn arrangements that I put together, and I'm gonna put one of these, I put this pick in one of those. Or I can tuck it in another little vase or just somewhere in my autumn decor, but I'm not sure if I can get all of this. Look at this. Is this not beautiful? And it's so, so soft. Look at this pumpkin, and it's got cinnamon sticks. Isn't that cute? You know, for the rind part where the vine comes out of. Isn't that neat? Or whatever it's called, that, you know, that little stump part. It's cinnamon sticks, and they smell heavenly. And then she's tied this beautiful lace for a bow, and it says blessings. And so I ordered 2 of them, one sitting out on the bottom shelf of a coffee table in my living room, and this one will probably go on my large bookcase. One of the things my husband and I did was we bought some new furniture, and so we bought a sideboard, and I had taken a picture of it sitting on our new sideboard, and I sent it to Lisa and told her how much I love them. So beautiful. So she didn't ask me to do this, but I am going to share her Instagram account. Like I said, she makes all different types of beautiful projects, and she's such a sweet, sweet person too. So be sure and open up the description box to this video, and I will have the link to her Instagram account. Okay, so I went over to a cherry on top, and I love a cherry on top store. So I bought a couple of these little, not little, but the Simple Stories tote bags. And a cherry on top has a lot of things that you can get on sale. They have like daily specials, daily sales. But one thing they do is they offer free shipping. But if your order doesn't reach the free shipping level or a good discount level, on the shipping, what they will do, if you want them to, they'll hold your orders until you've placed, you know, enough orders, and they'll put all those orders together, ship them together, and you'll get the free shipping that way. And so that's what I did a few months ago. I placed several orders, 4 orders to be exact. Those 2 tote bags, that was one order. They're normally, I think, like $5.97. I got them for just a couple of bucks on sale. So that was an order. Of course, that didn't get free shipping, you know. But I placed 3 other orders, smaller orders, but all of them put together got me my free shipping and my cherry points, the reward points. So I just waited a little longer. Most of these items were pre-ordered items, so they weren't in stock anyway. So then when everything came together, I got it, and I want to share everything with you. But I do love these big Simple Stories tote bags. So cute, and they open up really large, so I can store some, you know, products in there, and I can even give one away as a gift. So, all right, here is Cartabella, and I didn't even have to find the name. I still haven't. There it is, Cartabella, and it's called. These are, what is it called? Americana. Okay, so I know it's Cartabella because they usually have a cream background, never a white background. So theirs is cream, not white. And I just love Cartabella, and I love autumn. So this is beautiful. Sticker sheet. I need to set this over here. And then I'm going to go through this pretty fast. I got several Simple Stories Christmas. This is Simple Stories Vintage Flannel Season. Look at that snowman's face. Is that not adorable? Really cute. And then some stickers, and then I got the what is it, ephemera, 13 pieces, as well as the little bits. So cute. And then this is a different Simple Vintage Believe, but I really loved the sentiments there. And then I picked up some Bella Boulevard goodies. So this is Love Grows Here, and then I got a couple of the Bella Pops, the typewriter, and then of course the little house. And these are the cut aparts for layouts. Of course, you could use them on cards too. And then this is also Love Grows Here, polka dots. If you don't know anything about me, one thing you should know, I love me some polka dots. And then this is the sticker sheet and the chipboard. And I normally don't get the chipboard, but this was on a good sale, you know. And then also the cutouts, Home Sweet Home, Love This, Family. So, and then the documented line from Bella Boulevard. So I got the ephemera bits, ephemera words, and then the Bella Pops, the scissors, the glasses, the pencil, the little thumbtack, pencil sharpener, really cute. This is documented. And I thought these would be fun to cut apart as well as that. So I could do both sides. Again, documented, cut aparts. And then snippets from documented. I love the hearts, polka dots, stripes, and then the sticker sheet, as well as the chipboard. And here's another Bella Pop with the cameras, and it says smile. And then I got the documented Bella Besties. These patterns go with the products from the documented line. And then I got the Love This Life documented snapshots, cutouts. And then from Doodlebug, I got some Doodle Pops and the shape sprinkles for the summer theme here. Really, really cute. All the sun shining. A plaid, it's called Summer Fun, and I loved these little tags to cut apart. And then I picked up the Summer Fun pattern prints as well. And I'm going to move this over so I don't accidentally push those off my desk, because that would make a very loud noise. Okay, so I went back over to Starlit Studio and purchased some more goodies from her sale products. Some I think I paid full price, and I'll tell you which ones in a moment. But even her full price, as I shared before in a video, they're discounted from what you would pay at other online stores. So she gave me as a gift these fairy crystals from Memory Box. Really sweet autumn colors, and it's a little thank you gift. And I picked up the adornment snowflake, and you get 2. So now I'm not going to open the rest. I'm just going to show you. This is the actual size, and this is Birch Press, and it shows that you get the 2 dies there. And then from Memory Box, the Forest Holly Sprig, and you get all the little pieces there. And then this is beautiful. It says frame, but it's, I know I just said that, but it's the big plate. Really beautiful. And I think I paid her full price on that, and then her full price on this frame. Really, really pretty. And then I picked up, and this was a fabulous sale. I think it was $10 for all of these snowflakes. So you get layer A, B, and C. And then I picked up the embossing folder, and it comes with the dies. And it's that 3D embossing folder. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so that's from that. And then I did purchase a CC Designs stamp set. This is Dress Up Swissy, and I ordered this July 20th, and I just got it a few days ago. That took quite a while to get here. I contacted her a few times because I got an email from them, CC Designs, saying that this was coming back in stock. It was out of stock. So I placed my order. It said be sure and place your order so you won't miss it when it's available. So I placed my order, and then weeks went by and it didn't arrive. Then I wrote to them, didn't hear back. Wrote to them a couple of weeks again, didn't hear back. Finally contacted them, and she said they just got them and they sent it out. So that took a while, but I love CC Designs. And then I wanted to share this with you real quick. I use the Dr. P.H. Martin's Bleed Proof White when I'm Copic coloring and I want some white highlights. And I use these little, I think they're called, I can't remember this, certain type of pen is what they're called, but they're not, they're like a crystal, or an acrylic or whatever, this is. It's not glass, but it breaks very easily. And this one, you can see how fine the tip is, and you just dip it in that and you get the finest little amount of this ink on there, of this paint on there, and then you can add your highlights, and it doesn't get muted like when you add like with a white gel pen. Let's see if I have one. Like if I would put this gel pen, on Copic coloring, you can see the highlights, but in time that kind of gets more muted, whereas this stays really bright white. So I hope that makes sense. And I did get my Hip Kit Club. I'm just going to set this here so you can look at it. Well, I wanted to share with you just a few real quick things. So when my husband was here, we did something. I shared with you that we bought him a new truck, and it's a larger truck with a capacity to haul almost 1,200 pounds. 1,200, yeah. And so I have shared this before, that we have been wanting to get a camper, an RV to haul and to travel in next year. And our plan was we were going to do it around next spring. Well, when he's come home, we've gone and looked at RVs, and we went back to this one place in Springfield, Missouri, and we ended up buying a larger RV than the one that we had thought we were going to buy. And this one is a 2026. And my husband got a fabulous deal because he let them know that he could order it and get it much cheaper, even if he drove a few hours further out to go get it. And so they gave us the price that we were wanting to pay for, them to make us one. And anyway, so super thrilled about that. We got our RV. He'll be home in October, and he'll be driving home his truck, and we'll go pick it up. They're leaving it on their lot with the sold sign. They already had the sold sign on it before we left that day when we purchased it. And so that's really exciting. So we plan on taking our very first RV trip together in October. Hopefully the weather will still be good for us. And then he did a big garage sale while he was here. And I was so proud of him for doing that. He made some good money. And then it was always lovely to meet more of our neighbors. I walk through our neighborhood, my husband and I do when he's home. We walk together, and so we do, we know several of our neighbors already and are friends with some of them. And anyway, so it was just lovely to meet more of our neighbors, and it was just wonderful. We got to visit with a lot of new faces, so that was lovely. Anyway, I hope everybody is doing well. Please pray for our country. My heart is broken. It's been a very tough week this week, and I know that the battle belongs to the Lord, but the Bible tells us to love one another. We can have differences of opinion and still love one another, still be able to communicate. We don't have to agree on everything, but we need to love and respect each other. So I pray for our country, and I pray that the Lord will just be with us and help us. So God bless everybody. I will talk to you again soon. Bye for now.